Hi, Internet viewers. This is Frank Rauscher again. We're still working on the tail. I relieved, marked, and burnt both sides of the tail and lifted them so I have a nice round arc on here. And now what I want to do is show you how to burn this. Okay, so bear with me here, and I'm going to bring the camera down and we'll show you how I'm going to approach the burn. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, we're back again, and what I'm going to do now is we got a quill going down the center. This is actually the center line, but I'm going to use that as the reference for the quill. And I'm going to do because the feather is large enough, I'm going to do what you would call a double quill on here so that you can see this. Okay, I'm going to put a line right down on the center line, which is almost splitting the feather. And then I'm going to slightly go off a center and then come down about 3/4 of the way and join up with the center line I had in there. So I'm going to then, instead of burning from the outside in, I'm going to burn from the inside out. And the only reason why I'm doing this is a matter of convenience. It will work and be okay, but the tail, like up here, it's much more softer. I'm not worrying about the softness of it. It's just the way we burn and what distinguishes the feathers that are softened up here and what stands out down here. So I take a different approach to burning here. So I'm going to come in on a 45-degree angle, and I'm burning from the quill out on this one. And this is me. You could go from the inside, from the outside in, but I find that this is, because you're trying to get under the wing and everything else, like I'm doing right now, it really doesn't make the tail stand out anymore one way or another. So I felt as though the burn doesn't have to be as significant, but to each his own. If you prefer to go the other way and that pleases you, I would say go for it. Now I'm coming all the way down here on the same 45. I'm just going to spin this around, and I'm not concerning myself so much with another quill that may be on these feathers that are lower, because I'm trying to say that the quill is actually underneath the feather that's on top. So I haven't concerned myself with showing quills on these lower ones. The top one definitely, but the lower one no. And as I used, excuse me, I'll bring this back. This is just, you can do it with a block or anything else. It's sometimes easier to steady yourself and have your hand on something. And when you're burning like this, you can stroke it. A lot of times you'll see me holding it up in the air and holding it in my hand, but you have this tendency to do this sometime. So where you're steadying yourself, you can maintain the burn better if you rest your hands on something. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to use this it's actually a holder for my RAM micro grinder handpiece, and I utilize this, but you could use a block of wood, anything, just to be there as a support for yourself. So, and I'm going to go right on down here. And just keep on stroking all of this down one side on a 45-degree angle. If you can see this well, I have a tendency, as I apologize at times, of drifting a little bit off camera, and I hope I haven't misled anybody. And if I did, definitely contact me, and I will try to correct any misgivings you have about how to approach a certain area that I may have gone off camera with. So bear with me. And like I said, I would love to see anybody that's trying these projects that I have online to contact me and show me how you're making out, or what you completed. I have one on the otters, and I have one for the cardinal, and I'm in the process now, as you know, of doing a finch. But I'm intending to do other birds probably as we go. Now I'm going to reverse to the other side, and I'm doing a 45-degree this way. So, but for those who have tackled some of the projects that I have put on YouTube, I would love to see some of the work you've done, even other things that you may have done. If you could send your projects that you have done before, I'd love to see them. And, if you want me to comment on them or anything else like that, I'm willing to do that. And I still, in my teaching mode, wants to critique or help people create a better carving. And I'm very detailed oriented. If you haven't gathered that by now, I try to make everything almost as perfect as I could get it. But trust me, there's a lot of talented people out there that can really do some beautiful work. And one of the groups that I was affiliated with as far as competition was the Ward Foundation show. And if you ever have an opportunity, it's in Maryland, and it's usually, I don't know if they're having it still or what this year because of the virus from before. I don't know if they stopped it for a while, but you want to see some fantastic carvings. Oh my God, it's you'll see the best of the best, and I can't say enough about it. I used to compete in it years ago, but haven't done it for a while. I more or less went into the teaching end of it, and I was fortunate enough to start with one of the top bird carvers of the time, which was Ernie Mulemat, and I sort of got into his style and then created my own over the years here. And these are some of the techniques that he utilized, and I've utilized them too because I thought they were great, and he was one of the better ones out there. But if you ever have an opportunity to get to that show, I think it's like the last week in April, and I don't know if it's still going or what, but definitely if you have an opportunity and you're in the area, I would definitely try to get some info and get there if you can, because I think it's worthwhile. If you into birds, some of the best you've ever seen are there, and can't say enough about it. Very talented people, and it's mind-boggling, some of the works there. So I'm almost done here on the burning, and then I'm going to give you one other thing I want you to approach this too before we finish this video. And I think I lost a little bit of line work in here, but we got that in there. There we go. Okay, well, that's the burnt top. Now, what I'm going to say to you is, for the next video, or on the next video, before you get there, I want you to put a line, maybe a good 16th down, and draw it straight back. This is from 16th, which would be the top of this feather, down on its side. Then I'm going to keep that 16th going all the way around. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to come around here. I'm doing a full 16th. Don't get chintzy on it, and take it right on back. And then what we're going to do on the next video, we're going to thin all of this down in here, down to that line, and all the way over and back. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Then I'll show you how to put the feathers in on the underneath side, and we will get this, like I said on my other example, we're gonna get the feathers really thin on the tail like that. So you have maybe better than twice the thickness on this side, and it gets down to something like this. So I would say, finish this, run this line around, and then I'll prep you on how to do everything on the bottom side here on the next video. So I hope you got something out of this one as well. Like I said, if you ever need anything, I've done so many birds over a long period of time. And if you need patterns, blanks, eyes, feet, just give me a call, or at least contact me by email, and then we can get together and figure out what you need. I do have catalogs, so definitely get in touch with me. Like I said, if you enjoyed what you see, I'd ask you to give me a thumbs up, and if you would subscribe to my channel, I'd appreciate that greatly. That would really help me out financially. So thank you very much again, and I'll see you in the next video.